You care about the ultimate fulfilling in your craft. You care about being the best. You care about, wow, it's incredible. Get clients, get them results. You always want to focus on your strengths. There's actually no way for me to actually give the same attention to the $1 million client and to the $500 million client. You just have to focus on doing your thing well. This is Catalin, and this is a beautiful Saturday right now. What I'm doing right now is I've practically spent the last couple of hours reading and getting really deep into some books that I've been trying to read for the last couple of months. I really love the fact that I tend to get into a really meditative state while reading, and in that state, I get so many good ideas. I find so many things about myself. So it's not even that much about the book I'm reading, even though I try to read as much as I can, like great books. Is more so the fact that when I'm reading, that state that it gives me, that kind of like it's a really subtle state. It's not like it's a party state. That state that it gives me really gives me a different perspective on things, and I totally love that. If you're watching this right now and there's a lot of things that you're questioning about that you want to find answers to, I think reading is the first thing you gotta do. And don't read with like a purpose in mind. Don't read to kind of like try to get things out of it. If you can get into that mind space of just reading to read and to learn more about things and yourself, I think that's a pretty beautiful place to be, and it will give you so much more perspective. So it's a beautiful day right now in Bucharest. I love this sunny weather. I'm gonna spend another couple of hours working on some projects, scheduling some things, and then maybe I'll go out, get some lunch, invite my brother to actually get lunch together, and then we'll see. So, by the way, let me do this. I want to recommend you another book as part of the book recommendation of the day thing that I'm doing. So I got this one. I probably have recommended you this one, but there's this book. I mean, this is not a book, this is an iPad, but there's this amazing book that I'm fascinated by, and I'm rereading it like 45 times. And it's by Thomas Troward. It's about mental science. It's about the creative process. It's a beautiful book, pretty dense and vague and kind of like really deep book, but I love it. It's called The Creative Process in the Individual by Thomas Troward. I really want you to read this book if you're watching this, because it will give you so much more perspective on anything that you're doing. So that's the book recommendation of the day for now. I'm gonna get back on projects, reading, and all these crazy things that I'm doing on a Saturday day. I want to talk about and tell you in this little video, if you need to have a passion or to find your passion to be successful in life. And here's how I see this. So I've been fortunate enough to literally find my passion from a young age, which is, I'm 20 now, so I'm pretty young, almost a child, but I've been fortunate enough since a young age to find my passion, find what I'm good at, what I want to do with my life. And I think by me doing that, I was able to actually be a lot faster in my progress, learn things a lot quicker, and be able to be a lot happier and a lot more fulfilled in the process, which is really what's important. I think too many people actually start in their life or think about their life as some process that needs money, or that needs them to go out and get certain cars, things, houses and things like that, when in reality not the only thing, but the most important thing that you'll see, and that I've realized before we get into anything, is that you need absolutely 100% to be happy in what you're doing. Because since you're gonna work for a vast majority of your life, if you're not happy doing that, it will fail and you'll be miserable at it. So if you're asking me, and I get this question a lot, so that's why I wanted to pop this video so I can send it to everybody and you can see it as well, and maybe it will help you. If I'm asked, like, do you need to find your passion to be successful in life? I think 100% yes. Because when you find your passion, and we're gonna get in a second into how you can do that, I think the beautiful thing that happens is you actually tap into a power that it's a lot bigger than you by yourself. And here's what I mean by that. I'm not trying to get woo-woo with you, but this is really, really interesting. So I believe that there's two kind of main energy sources that we have. One is physical, like willpower. This is force, brute force that you have. And the other one is power. And that power is more of a spiritual power, a spiritual energy. And that's what makes like marathon runners to push through on that last mile when they don't feel their bodies at all. This is what makes me go have cold showers in the morning. This is what makes people push through and grow that business and develop that business, even though they know it's gonna take 5 years or 7 years to be successful. This is what pushes people to invent things. Believing in the unseen, and all these things are done, and pushing through and growing, evolutionary speaking, is done by having some sort of connectedness to that power. And I'm not going any religious on you right now, but this is really what I've been seeing. So when you do something that you're passionate about, I really feel that your soul is happy about that. Like when you do something that you like and that you feel you can express yourself in it, and that it's something that you can bring value to people, you can have an impact, your soul is happy about that. And with that alignment comes that power. And this power that I'm talking about is completely infinite, which is the reason why most people think I'm crazy when I'm working like 16 hours a day, 18 hours a day for like 3, 4, 5 months straight. This is especially true for the time I was building the agency I'm running right now, Increase Media. I've been building it, and I've been essentially working like non-stop for those 6 months at the beginning. So how do you tap in that power? Well, I really feel that in order to tap into that power, you need to find your passion. Okay, I get that, but like, how do you find your passion then? Well, that's an interesting question. I think there's no definite answer to this. I don't pretend to have it. What I think is the closest thing to the truth is actually, one, realizing that we are all different. And there's no way my passion is gonna be the same as yours. My way of doing things is gonna be the same way as your way of doing things. My way of finding my passion is gonna be the same way as yours. That's not gonna be the case. There's too many different types of people. There's too many different types of personalities, so that's just not gonna be the case. The best approach to finding your passion, I believe, is one, look at what you're curious about and what you do just because you want to do it. So here's what I mean by that. A lot of people get into jobs because they want to make money. But the thing about money is that it's not fulfilling. And the thing about a passion that you may have is that you don't need money in it. You are gonna do it even though you're not gonna have any financial benefit out of it. So why does that happen? Well, it's because doing that thing by itself fulfills you more than getting a financial reward. So that's what you should be looking for. What are those things? What are those situations, conditions in which you want to do things just because you want to do things? And by doing that thing that you're doing, you are fulfilled. And anything else that comes after that, it's a bonus. And when you have this, it's incredible what happens. You're gonna be able to deliver so much more value to your clients, to your customers, because you don't really care about how much they pay you. You care about the ultimate fulfilling in your craft. You care about being the best. You care about, wow, it's incredible. So that's how I look at it. One, find something that you're curious about and that you want to do even though you don't make anything out of it. So doing the thing is the reward by itself. Then second thing, experiment with a lot of things. Most people don't know what they want to do and they just stop. I think that's a complete mistake. What you should be doing is look at 10, 15 things that you may believe you have a passion in, but you don't know until you try. Get jobs in those things, get internships, work for free. And especially if you're young, like, don't have any excuses on this. You can work for free for the next 5 years, right? Do things like this. Read content online, read books, get along people, work for free, and you're gonna find that it's obvious the things that you like doing and the passion that you have. So that's it for the rant today. I hope this really brings you value. This is an extremely intense and important topic for me. And I've been, again, fortunate enough to kind of like go through this process in an early stage in my life. From 17 to 19, I've been really fortunate to kind of go through and practically kind of figure out what I'm good at and what I'm passionate about. And this is the core, like the main stone, the main foundation of what makes me where I am today. And I'm not quote unquote like a billionaire or like the complete success, but I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm happy with what I'm doing. My team is incredible. I love working with them. I love serving my clients. So if that's not enough, what is, right? So hope this helps you and see you in the next video.
Let this groove get you to move. It's alright.
Had a bunch of calls and I completely realized today one thing, that I work 10 times better if I do many things in my day. So here's what I mean.